What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a series about me dialing in the F30. It's going to include decontamination of the paint correction, which is part 2, and part 3 is going to be the coating with GTechniq Crystal Serum Light and EXOv4. So let's go ahead and get started. So some main things you need for washing your car is going to be your wash bucket, your rinse bucket, and your wheel bucket. So in my wash bucket, I have a very soft and plush wash mitt, 2 grit guards. My rinse bucket, I have just 1 grit guard, and for my wheel, I have an assortment of tools. I have this microfiber plush wheel woolly, a brush, microfiber mitt, this wheel brush, and for the fender liner or wheels, and another brush. So at my apartment, I actually don't have access to water or any hoses at all. So what I use is the Bucket Joe. It's a portable pressure washer system that has a self-containing system for water. So all you need to do is, or at least what I do, is go ahead and get some water from inside. So with the water in there, which is about 5 gallons or so, we can close the lid. And that's ready to go. Afterwards, we can go ahead and start by filling our soap in our rinse bucket. Okay, so now that we have our bucket set up and the pressure water system hooked up, we can go ahead and start by getting the car outside. So now that the car is outside, we can go ahead and hook up our pressure water system. Connect our gun. This is the SG28 with a 40-degree nozzle. Now that the wheels are all clean, we could go ahead and start with the wash on the body. And since we're doing a decontamination, we're gonna go ahead and use something to strip down all the oils and wax and sealants that are on the paint. And we're gonna use Adam's Strip Wash. Give it a good shake. Now that the car is unwashed, I'm going to go ahead and use CarPro Iron-X to get rid of all the iron contaminants in the paint. So I just finished up the car using CarPro Iron-X for the decon stage. And all you do is just spray it, let it sit for a bit, and you can rub it back and forth with your glove to make sure there's an even coating, and just rinse off. So the next step is I'm going to clay it using this clay bar right here. So I'm now going to clay the car with this microfiber clay. And for lubrication, you can use the soap that you had in the bucket with a mitt and just press down like that. And just put back in. Okay, so we went ahead and decontaminated everything. We did Adam's strip wash, we did CarPro Iron-X to remove all the iron contaminants, and we did a clay bar. So now we're going to pull in the car, dry it off, and start masking. So now that the car is pulled in, I'm gonna go ahead and dry it and also apply or wipe it with cardboard eraser to make sure that there's no more residual oils, and we should be ready to polish after that. Okay, so I'm not sure where I left off because the camera battery died, but I went ahead and wiped everything down with CarPro eraser, and now we're ready to do a one-step with Sonax Perfect Finish and a 6-inch Rupes yellow foam pad. Here we masked all the trim for the window, masked the trim, or masked the tail lights. Alright, so I got 2 pea-sized dots for the pad, and I'm just going to work on the hood now. So I went ahead and pulled out the F30 just to check everything out in the sun to make sure there's no hazing. Okay, so now that everything is polished and we double checked it outside and inside, I'm gonna go throughout the car and just do another wipe down with CarPro Eraser to get rid of any polishing oils. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and coat the car with Crystal Serum Light and EXOv4. So I went ahead and used CarPro Eraser to wipe down any residue from the polishing oils, and so now we're ready to go ahead and get started with applying the first coat, or the only coat, of Crystal Serum Light, and then we'll follow that up after it cures with EXOv4, 2 coats of that. So I just finished the first layer of the GTechniq CSL Crystal Serum Light. We're gonna let that cure for 12 hours, and we're gonna do the 2 coats of EXOv4 tomorrow. And while we can't do anything to the paint right now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the wheels and get it prepped and probably apply a coat of Crystal Serum Light. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I just finished letting the CSL cure for 12 hours or overnight, and now we're going to apply 2 coats of EXOv4. Here's the EXOv4. We're going to layer 2 of them, and we should be done. So, I guess the F30 is pretty dialed in now. I did 1 coat of CSL, 2 coats of EXOv4 on the paint, and then for the wheels I just did 1 coat of CSL and 1 coat of EXOv4. exterior is dialed in. Take a look at that interior. She's also dialed in too. Clean the M Sport wheel so it's not as shiny anymore. Deep clean the seats with a leather cleaner, brush, and conditioner. Also coated the wood trim as well. Clean the screen. Coated the trim right here. That trim as well. That trim. Back seats. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. This video was kind of all over the place since I couldn't really film and do this at the same time, and my apartment garage and complex is pretty tiny, so it's pretty hard to work on in general. But overall, I think I did a pretty good job with the tools I had. And yeah, if you like this video, please consider subscribing and give it a like. And thanks for watching.